to, I can assure you that it's going to be practical. So get your writing material and ensure you are not distracted. Okay, we'll be starting in next 2 minutes. Okay. You're welcome, Eunice. You're welcome, Eunice. Okay, so in next 1 minute we'll be starting. Drop your email address and you're welcome, Chilo. Chulo, you're welcome. Pardon me. Okay, confirm you cannot hear me. I want to believe you can hear me. So by 7:05, we're starting immediately. But you can drop your email address so that at the end of this class, I'll send you uh, the free ebook. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that feedback, and I'll be appreciating feedback from you guys. Okay, or by dropping on chat so that I can know you are following. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, so it's 7:05 and you're welcome. We're starting immediately. I'll be sharing my screen. Okay, let me introduce myself. Ifeanyi Chukwu is my name, and I'm actually a hybrid staff with First Bank of Nigeria, a certified career coach. Okay, I'm a fellow with Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management. So I'm also an IT professional. I want us to start without wasting time. I'll be sharing my screen. I'll be sharing my screen and you can drop on the comment section if you can see my screen. So can you see my screen? Okay. Thank you, Eunice. I appreciate. Okay, so what we're looking at today is thank you, John. We're looking at unlocking remote job markets. Unlocking remote job markets, right? The statistics, the current statistics has it that by year before 2030, the global remote job will be hitting 92 million. We're going to be having over 92 million remote jobs. Currently, what we have as at 2025, this February 2025, we have over 72 million jobs in the remote job space. 72 million globally. Okay. In Nigeria alone, we've had significant growth. These things are something you can also make research on your Google. Over over 23% of workforce in Nigeria working remotely. 23%. You know what 23% represent for a workforce? So it means the remote job uh, experience is real. It means that most organizations are focusing on remote jobs. Because of, I'm going to mention three reasons why remote job is more like a best option for most employers. Number one is that it reduces the cost it takes to run a physical organization. And before I even proceed, it will be good to define what remote job is. Somebody once asked me if remote job means working in a remote area. So I don't want to assume that all of us know what it is. Okay? So remote job is actually jobs that you do outside the conventional office building. So that's what a remote job is. Another word for remote job is working from home. Okay? So different names. You see people call it work from home, telecommuting. You understand? Different terms, but they mean the same thing. So it's just your normal work. The only thing that changes is the location where you're working from. Okay, you could work from your house, you could work from your hotel room, you could work from your vacation, anywhere. You understand? But it's just outside your traditional office setting. So that's what a remote work or remote job means. So after the COVID-19, the pandemic caused a lot of issues. Employees were unable to go to work, and most organizations suffered a lot of losses. So those adjustments, now those impact now made them start thinking of alternative. Should there be issues like COVID-19, how do we survive? That's how the idea of remote job came about. Okay, so that's why while experience, they are now seeing that people are able to achieve much even when they are not in the office. They are able to achieve much, and the organization is able to save costs. They're able to also save and make employees happy, because when these employees work from home, they are more comfortable. We're going to look at some of the advantages. So I might not follow my slides uh, line by line, okay? But I'll explain some of the things. So, unlocking remote job. In today's rapidly evolving job landscape, remote job has emerged as significant trend, right? Since the COVID-19 event. So, it's now something organizations embrace. We have some organization, over 20 organization in the book I'll be sharing with you, 20 major companies that are embracing 100% remote jobs. So all the employees are on remote jobs basis. All their employees are on remote job basis, right? Okay. So that's what we're going to be looking at, how to unlock these remote jobs, right? I'd introduced myself, right? And I said that, okay, can you see my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, so my name is Ifeanyi Chukwu, right? I have over 10 years experience in IT, cybersecurity, and quality assurance, okay, with First Bank of Nigeria. So we've been able to, I work hybrid, and in the course of this training, I also explain some types of remote jobs we have. While people who do completely remote, they don't come to office. While people who do hybrid, and we also have people who come physically in the office. So I fall into the hybrid, and I've also had opportunities to do some remote job. I'm a freelancer actually, so I teach tech related skills to foreign students, students in Africa, and all that, and also do some small remote jobs that do not take my time. So by the time we are done with this, you understand the difference between a remote job employee and a freelancer. and some of you may now decide which you want to become. Okay, so I don't want to waste too much time on myself, okay, but it will be good to say that I belong to so many training bodies and association. One is I'm a fellow with the Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management, also a fellow with Chartered Institute of Finance Control of Nigeria. A whole lot of them and other certifications I've done related to coaching and tech. Okay, back to sorry, back to what we have today. Back to what we have today. So this will be the table of contents on some of the things we're going to be looking at. Okay, we're going to be reviewing overview of remote job. We're going to look at the job market and major challenges people face. I want to believe some people here have tried to apply. Has anybody here tried to apply for a remote job before? You can comment on the, you can drop a comment. You've tried to apply for a remote job before. You can drop a comment. You can say yes. Okay. So we're going to look at some of the challenges people have faced trying to, thank you. Thank you, Esther. Yes. Is it only Esther that have tried to apply for a remote job? How that's just new to this? Okay, so we're going to be covering all of this and then I'll take some questions and that will be it. I promise to maximize your time. I promise not to take much of your time. Okay. So one of the benefits of this remote job is a flexibility, and that's why, let me also say it, the benefit of remote job is one of the reasons why it looks like it is tough. It's not easy to, it's not easy for people to get it because it provides a lot of benefits. One is flexibility. You can work from anywhere. You can work from anywhere. You can even be on your bed and you're working. Do you understand? So I give you instance with myself. Sometimes in a, you go to office, but that's hybrid. So you can now compare it with someone who is fully on remote. Okay? You don't have to start wearing clothes, start spending money on makeup if you're a lady. Do you understand? You just stay in your house, brush your teeth, and you're working. It helps, it creates work-life balance. This is some of the benefit of remote job. It's easy to manage your personal and professional life. Okay, especially if you're a freelancer. A freelancer decide when he works. This gives you his terms and condition, right? Because I might not get to that. That's the difference when you hear freelance and remote job. That's the difference. A remote job employee is like normal employee that has an employment letter. He has employment letter, he has terms and condition, he has his benefit as an employee, okay? And he has his rules and regulation as an employee. But that doesn't apply wholly to a freelancer. A freelancer is someone who renders his service to you on a term basis, on a contract basis. You pay him, okay? So you don't need to monitor. He can give render those services to more than one company, right? All he owes you is to deliver the services you've agreed on. So that's the difference between a freelancer and a remote job employee. So get that, so that when you are applying for a job, you know the difference. Okay, another benefit of remote job is that cost, it saves cost, right? Cost of commuting, transport, and all that. Office expense. Most times, if you're in Nigeria, you go to office, not just the transportation, your feeding. Sometimes the feeding is even more, is even higher than the transportation. So when you work from home, okay, you save those costs. Please, you can comment if you're still following. I need to just get feedback. I hope I'm not too fast. If you're following, you can just drop a comment. Okay, don't worry. We're coming to a practical. I'm going to address something that has been a challenge, right? Okay, so look at the statistics. You know, I was telling you the market trend. 30% increase in remote job. You see, 300%. Wow, wow. You know what it means? 300%. Remote job did not just start in 2020 during after COVID-19 or during COVID-19. It has been there, but we now experience over 300% increase. Do you understand? So another thing is that a lot of industry like the tech and marketing, not just this one, so healthcare and agri-tech, some of them are not, I didn't mention them here. They also took advantage of this. So a lot of industries are exploring the opportunities with in remote jobs. Financial institution, telecommunication institution, mention even educational institutions, right? By the time we go to some of the 20 in-demand skills, you will see what I'm saying. So you see freelancer rise, okay, significant growth in freelance and gig economy. So there are now a lot of people who are able to render their services, their skills across the globe, right? Also, what has happened in the job market is that there are a lot of collaboration tools. What do you mean by collaboration tools? These are tools that helps you as a remote job person to communicate with your client, or as a freelancer to communicate with your client. So there are tools that help you communicate. There are tools that help you coordinate your project, right? So we saw increase in those collaboration tools. That's when Zoom, free what do you call it? Free caller. What was that? There's one of those communication tools then that came up, okay, for calls. That's when all of these Google Meet and the rest of them came up so that people can easily communicate with their clients, right? So these are the major job market trends. Okay, now this is very practical. Please, I want you to pay attention to this. Please pay attention to this. Major reasons why people major challenges people face looking for remote jobs, and I faced it. I didn't have time to share my LinkedIn profile. I had to do over 10 courses on this, on profile, branding, and all of those things that relate to getting a job, remote job. Over 10 to 15 of them. It's on my LinkedIn profile. So my LinkedIn name is Agula Nifine. All these things I'm saying now, you can scroll there and see it. So these are some of the findings. These are some of the findings. Why people, the challenges people face looking for a remote job. Number one, and this webinar is both for professionals, those currently working, okay, but they are not getting satisfaction. They want a change. So this webinar is for you, and also those who are not already working, or entry level people are still entry level. Okay, so you see this webinar is for you. So for professionals from 20 to 50 years, one of the challenges they face is one, lack of remote friendly experience. Yeah, the current office setting experience is different from remote job experience, right? For instance, I work in financial institution. Okay, so you see some people who are working in the as tellers and all that. Those are physical setting. These are job you do in a physical office. Okay, so if you're coming to remote job, the experience will be different. Do you understand? The experience is going to be different. So some of them struggle to position their office-based experience for a remote job. So you see an engineer is trying to see how do I fit in? Somebody who is a welder, he's trying to find out how he fits in into remote job. So he doesn't know how the job he does in the office can be how he can use that same experience to fit in into remote job. So these are some of the challenges professionals face. Number two is the competition with the younger talent, right? So you know this somebody who has been in a particular field or an industry for like 10, 15 years, coming now to compete with this younger generation that just graduated, this tech savvy generation. So there is this fear that how do we compete? Okay, so these are some of the major challenges professionals face. Number three is fear of lower pay and job instability. You know, we are used to job security. Is just one of the major things people consider. People who are already working, they want to be sure that where I'm working is secured. I don't want tomorrow we're asked to stop the work and all that. Yeah, so that's some of the fear, or fear of low pay. Somebody who is already earning, let's say, 2 million, is now coming to a remote job and he's feeling, will I get such pay? Will I get such pay with all the benefits and health care? You know, some of these people get health care benefits, other allowances. So these are some of the consideration professionals will want to battle with before they take steps into remote job. And all of these fears, I will explain them. Okay. Number four is weak online presence. Yes, when they think of their weak online presence on platforms like LinkedIn, Indeed, and all that, they get discouraged. You understand? They are not actively on these professional platforms. And I want to encourage you, if you're not on LinkedIn, please, that's one of the assignments you need to do. Please, you should be active on LinkedIn, and I'll explain more about that. Okay, if you are still following, can you drop a comment? Can drop a comment that you still following. Can say you're with me. Okay. Number five reason why some of the professionals are not taking these steps. Most of them they love the idea of remote job, but these are the battles they face. I face it too. Okay, and I'll tell you how these things are solved. Tech and digital skill gap. You know, I mentioned that tech and digital skill gap. So a lot of them are wondering how they can cope with this new technology. You understand? We have a lot of tech tools like Slack, like CRM, okay, Teams, and all of those tools that you will be required to use for communication, for collaboration in your when you get a job. Number six is this impostor syndrome. Okay, so some of them are afraid, doubting their ability to transit into remote work or into another field. Let's say someone who is in a particular field is now afraid of transiting into a tech related field. I had that issue. Okay, I used to be in the I work in the financial institution, but I used to be in the what do you call it, branch services, branch operations. Okay, people that work in the branch attend to customer service, fund transfer, ATM duty, all of those. I did all of those for over 9 years. Yes, over 9 years. So I got bored and I moved to another unit, auditing unit. Okay, still got bored with that. So I needed something in line with tech. So I'm just addressing this fear of change. I needed something in line with tech, transiting to tech. And because in my organization, it's only those who are in tech that have that liberty to work remotely or work hybrid. So I wanted a field that aligns with with me working either remotely or hybrid. Do you understand? So people have that fear. We like hope. You understand? So you can overcome those fear. I will explain. I would tackle the solution to all of this fear. Yeah, this number 7 is one of the growing concerns: scams, fake job listing. Because remote job is an opportunity a lot of people are looking for. Scammers always take advantage of something that is trendy. So because a lot of people want remote jobs, so we are now having situation where a lot of fake job listings are being posted. Even some paid sites, most people are scared of some even paid uh, sites, right? So those things happen. And I want to tell you, it's not just peculiar to remote jobs. You, of course, you know what happens. Everything has scam. People want to scam and show up fake information. So these are also reasons. I believe some of you must have tried to apply for some job where they are now asking you for some personal details, right? I don't know if anybody has experienced that. Or you're on a site for job, but it's taking you to where you don't know. Okay, so this thing of somebody told me specifically, she said this remote job is scam. It is not. 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 So by the end of this class, you will agree with me that it's not scam. And I have my reasons. I've seen people get it. I've seen people have thought get it. Some before 2 weeks, within 2 weeks in our coaching program, most of them got. I've also had lot of offers, and I do it too. I I because of my work, I can't be a remote job employee, but I can be a freelancer. So most of the things I do, okay, I have people abroad who enroll, and I use my free time to do that. So in case you're working and you are scared, how will I cope? Don't be scared. Okay, you fall in under the freelancer. So I will show you how to go about it. Okay, the number 8 is the lack of job search strategy. Most people don't even know how to search for job, and that's one of the benefits of that's one of the things I've simplified in the book I'll be giving you. I made it in a simple way. That book is my training material, but I just feel for anyone that's spare his or her time to listen to me, I just want to reward you with that book. It's my training material actually. Okay, so we've been able to group some job based on categories. All you just need is check the category where you fall in, okay, and check those sites and apply. So people have this lack of job search strategy. They just search anyhow and they get anyhow results. That's not how it's done. That is not how it's done. There are methodology, there are strategy, there are strategy. Okay, I'm already addressing solution. Their strategy, there are best time for searching for certain job. So people get a job that has been published 5 hours before they come in, some even 2 hours before they come in. You understand? Recruiters are so busy that they don't have all the time to wait for to go through hundreds CVs. No, most of these recruiters, they are paid on the number of recruitment they're able to conclude. So they want to meet up deadline. So if a particular job offer has gotten already 15 applicants and they check through, they are seeing what they need, they are seeing the criteria, they are seeing the qualifications they need. Why would they want to wait for you that will apply as 101 person? They won't have that patience. Do you understand? So there's what we call the first to come tactics. You must learn that at least be among the first 5 persons that apply for a job. So these are some of the challenges people face that makes it look like this job is not coming. Okay, I'll tell you how you go about it so that when a job is dropped, you are notified and you quickly apply for that job. Okay, Now, for non-professionals, please, sorry for the interruption. For non-professionals, some of them, let me say this, one of the challenges they have is, I don't have a degree, I don't have experience. On that material I've given you, there are over 20 jobs that does not require any form of certificates. 20 high paying jobs you don't need certificates for. I said remote job setting is different from your regular office work setting. Okay, please let me know if you are still with me. Okay, so these are some of the major reasons. Let me rush it. Job listing demands experience. So some for people who don't have certificates, or who have not finished school or that, most of them, some of the challenge they have is some of these job listing demands experience. Even some professional, you see some job that demand experience, that you must have experience in that particular field. So these are struggle they have. They feel, I'm not qualified for that, forgetting that there is always a way. Okay, there's always a way to apply for a job that you don't even have experience in, but that will be later. We'll discuss that. Overwhelming competition. Yes, remote job is competitive. Remote job is not a get quick scheme. It's not a Yahoo. It's not a get rich quick scheme. No, 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 no. So it's just a job that makes you more relaxed to work from anywhere. So that's why it's very competitive. So people value their time, people value their peace of mind. So they want any job that they can do from their home. Okay. So number 4 is unclear career path. Some people don't know which path to follow. Should I venture into digital marketing? Should I venture into software development? Should I venture into online tutor? Which one? So this clarity is an issue. Should I venture into software testing? Should I venture into virtual assistant? Should I venture into data entry? So unsure of which one to go. And of course, this looks like a general issue both for professionals and not professional. Number 5, fear of technology. Fear of technology. How will I cope? Do you understand? I can tell you, you can cope. Just like this webinar I'm having. This is my first time using what do you call it? YouTube live. Okay. So most time, yeah, as an individual, you have that first fear. So I had the first fear. How will I share my screen? How will I do that? I'm not even seeing my as I'm sharing I'm not even seeing my people. So I'm not seeing people I'm talking to and all of that. So these are fear everybody have with technology. Technology comes with its struggles, it comes with its challenges. But then it is what it is. We are moving to a digitalized world. You just have to embrace it or you'll be left behind. Okay, let's move quickly now. And these people now that I've mentioned, both professionals and not professional, probably have tried some of these things and it failed. I believe some of you may have tried these things and it failed. So I want to address some of the things you've tried and it failed, and now tell you why. Okay? So these are some of the actions you probably have tried and still failed in landing a remote job. Now what we are coming to show you some of the remote job. Of course, in the material I'm going to give you, you have a lot of information. But I want to address these issues that make people frustrated and they give up. They say this thing is scam, it's not working. Most remote job seeker, whether mid-career professionals or first-time job seeker, have tried different strategy but keep hitting dead end. Here is why. Number 1 is applying endlessly on job boards. Some of you have sent thousands of applications on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn or Indeed, but no response. Or at most, you got a rejection mail. Okay? Yes. Sending or applying for a job does not guarantee getting a job. remote job. However, if you don't apply, you will still not get. Okay, but we'll show you how you go about this application. If you're on LinkedIn, you must have experienced this. There are better options, there are better ways. How about optimizing your LinkedIn so that employers come to you? Okay, some people I teach in my, I show them my inbox. You see a lot of recruiters coming inbox to negotiate, to discuss jobs with me, right? What is a secret? There's a way you optimize your LinkedIn. Okay, when you get your LinkedIn optimized, you draw attention of recruiters. You show up when they do job search. So you show up when they do job search. When you optimize your LinkedIn with the necessary keywords on your about page, on your qualifications, on your title, you easily show up. So you see somebody, you're looking for a remote job, but on your title you just put one title on your, this a manager of this, or you just put your job role. No, 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 no. That's not part of what I want to talk about here. But you need to optimize your LinkedIn in a way that it shows up. And how you know your LinkedIn is optimized? How many times do you appear? Check your notification. Check your daily notification for this week. How many times did you for this week? How many times did you appear in search? When you appear in search, it means you appeared in the search for the recruiter to go through. Then another thing you check for your LinkedIn profile. Why do I mention LinkedIn? LinkedIn has more than 100 million uh, users, 100 million companies and users on LinkedIn. More than that. So it means that most of the organization you'll be, that's for physical job anyway, and remote jobs, most of them are on this platform. Do you understand? So that's why you must be careful what you do with your LinkedIn platform. Ensure it is optimized. Ensure your Indeed also is optimized. Indeed is another wonderful platform. Okay, number two, some of the things we have been doing and we're not getting results. The first time I just explained the challenges people face. Now, these are the things you have been doing, yet you've not gotten a remote job. Using outdated resume and cover letter. You just, when last did you modify your CV? Okay, let me say this here. The way you apply for a remote job is different from the way you apply for normal jobs in some areas. I'm going to explain. You must have a ever evolving, changing CVs. So your CV should be tailored to the particular job you're sending for, you're applying for. So if I'm applying for job as a virtual assistant, I should be able to customize my about me, the what do you call it now? Your objective, or your summary, job summary, your profile summary. Okay, you should be able to customize it to address you or project you as someone who has skills around virtual assistants. And every other thing in the content of your CV should project you as a virtual assistant. So the same CV, when you want to now apply for a software engineer, it should change. You want to now apply as a customer service, the tone of your, and we have fortunately we have AIs that will help you do that. We have AIs that will help you do that. Okay, so I tell my students, I say, when you want to apply for this job, get your CVs packaged. If you are eyeing, let's say, customer service, data entry, virtual assistant, which other one now, or data analytics, this four now, this is what you are eyeing, and this is the ones you have skill and qualification in. What you do is create a CV for virtual assistants, create another CV for data entry, create for each of them, create a separate CV for them, create cover letters for each of them, so that when you come online, because there's this thing of fastest finger, right? You want to be the first to apply. You want to be the among the first five that your CV, your CV and your application will be reviewed. So get all of these things prepared, save them on your folder, and you're able to apply quickly. Do you understand? So some people still have CVs that you have over 4 pages CV. Nobody has that time to read. This is not a CV class, but I would have. There are key areas to touch in a CV. There are key areas recruiters check. There are key areas recruiters check based on what is important to them. So save them that time. It takes research has it that it takes less than a minute for recruiters to go through your CV. Less than a minute. Yeah, the first time. So it is when they've seen what they want that they cannot give it more attention. Right? So you don't want to use outdated CV. Some of you just the same old CV you have used last year. The same CV you used last year, you're still using. You've had some new trainings, you've had some new certifications, you've had some new skills, but you've not updated it. So when you keep submitting outdated CV and cover letter, you keep hitting the rock. Okay, confirm you are still with me, please. Number three is this we've talked about relying on your office-based experience for professional. Some people assume that years in office is equals to job, remote job readiness. So that you have been a manager in office for 15 years means you are eligible for remote job. That's not true. Okay, you must show proof that you have remote job skills. Unfortunate is that there are a lot of these skills that are so cheap to get. Okay, this one is for non-professional. We've talked about it. Thinking a degree is required for non-professional. So some of them believe you must be taking, you must have this degree. No, 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 no. When I get to the 20 in-demand skill, you're going to see some things, right? So these are some of the actions probably you have been doing and it's not helping you get a job. What these new people don't know is that there are entry level roles that do not require experience. Entry level roles, it doesn't require experience. Are you getting me? So there are some startups abroad looking for entry level roles that they can pay. So they're able to pay $30 per hour. Do you understand? Because they are just startups. So a startup to an entry level person can take advantage of those jobs. $30 per hour. And as you improve, because what happens in the remote job environment is that as you do a work, you're able to post it. If you're on platform like Upwork, right? Even if you're on LinkedIn, you're able to post it on your profile so that the other organization will see these are the work this guy have done remotely. Do you understand? So if you have done any remote job, please update it on your profile, either your Upwork, your LinkedIn, your Indeed platform, any platform that you are using, right? Okay. So this also number five is falling for fake jobs and all that. So people waste time on easy job online. You understand? All those jobs they tell you, do this and you get $10,000. Do this and you do this. No, no, no. There's no shortcut. Okay. Number six. This is another place I want to sound some kind of warning to people. A lot of people are number six trying are wasting their time on some of these low paying side job. I will explain. FIFA and Upwork. I used to be in Upwork and I'm still in Upwork. Okay, it's competitive. They are real, right? Even though there are some jobs that are not, you need to verify. But what happened is this: is competitive. They are asking a lot of things. They will ask you to do video of yourself, do this one, do this. Very competitive. And they pay low. So why waste your time on a competitive site that still pays you low? Competitive, pays low, and tedious. I'm not talking down on them. Okay. So what I tell people is spread your net. As a freelancer, let your profile be up to date on LinkedIn, on Upwork. Okay. Yeah, post. Put your details, put your portfolio. Let them see it. But then there are other sites. There are sites that will marvel you. But I will talk about that later. That you get real, they are looking for real human beings. They are going to be employing immediately and they are paying well. So why queue on the line? So these are some of the things people are doing. They're on Upwork every day. They'll buy Connect to get work. No, 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 no. If you are doing that, it's not bad, but why don't you spread your net? Spread your skills, spread your net, spread your applications. Then the last one is that most people are hoping that luck will shine on them. One day, recruiter will see me. It does not happen. Waiting for a recruiter to magically see and notice you doesn't happen. So all those wishes, that's why they say if wishes were horses, beggars will ride. Okay, so I've explained all of these things to you. Now, what are the skills I need as a remote job person? This one now, just normal skills that you need. What are the skills? Number one is communication skill because you're going to be you are not physically with these guys. You are not physically with them. So imagine that you are working with a company in Japan, right? A company in Japan. You're going to be, so when I mean Japan, I'm not just talking about the language issue, right? I'm not talking about the language issues. But then you must have communication skill, how to convey your ideas correctly. Speaks well, not be heard. You should be somebody that communicate properly. But also another skill you will have is time management. Let me shock some of you. Do you know that remote is more, what word will I use now? Remote job is more strict than your normal office work because you are tracked. You log in, there's a track on the monitor to show the level of your effectiveness, the time you use for the day. So the white man checks efficiency, must be someone that manages time. So when you get a job that is say 10 to 4, you must be present on your seat. Remember, remote job has its rules and regulations. That's employees agreement. So sometimes you see people who have started some job, before you know it is terminated because they are not keeping to the terms, or you're given a particular term, a particular task. Let's say you got a job as a cold calling person to call for uh, call clients for a particular product, or cold emailing, and you're supposed to cover, say call you're supposed to call like 50 persons in a day. Do you understand? You're supposed to need to manage your time so that you're able to meet up those tasks. So time management is very crucial. It's very crucial. It's very crucial as a remote job person. Technical proficiency, just like what we're saying. Yeah, you cannot run away from at least the basics. Learn how to use some of these communication tools like Teams, depending on what the organization is using. Okay, but majority of them will use uh, tools like Slack, Microsoft Teams. Okay, so you just find out what they are using. So and upskill in that. Okay, so these are some of the skills for remote job. If you're still with me, let me get a comment on the. Looks like I'm too fast. How many of you want to know the 20 in-demand skills? How many of you want to know the 20 in-demand skills? Our time is fast spent. Okay, so it's in the material I will share with you about 20 skills that you can focus on. Yeah, when we say in demand, we mean these skills. The other skills that are in demand, but these ones are, if you search for them online, they show up more. They show up more than the rest. Okay, so that's why we call them in demand skill. So what's the future of remote job? Remote job will skyrocket. That's the truth. It's going to move forward. It's going to move forward. So there's going to be increased flexibility. Okay, global talent pool. Employers can now hire talent from anywhere in the world. This is the future of remote job. Technological advancement. There's going to be a lot of emergence of a lot of tools, a lot of collaboration tools. Do you understand? We have tools for teleconferencing where somebody can stay here and you're teaching in Harvard. You don't need to be physically present there. They are watching you as though you are physical there. So we're having, and you're going to be, you'll be seeing the students. It's not just a monologue kind of thing. It's dialogue. You're seeing them. They are seeing you. You're communicating. It's more like it's close to real life. So we're having emergence of some of these tools coming up. Okay, so I won't go into the tools, the site for remote job. I've already put them in my material. I have 24 sites where you can get genuine and legit jobs. They are in that material. I have also there, if I share my screen, this is the book. So, but I don't want to go into it because of time. So I'm going to be dropping it. This is the book. This is 20 in